Is this thing working? Let me make sure that my second stream is live. That's off. Make sure that it looks good. Okay, so, yeah, good first night. I was dreading to be on Looper all night, and we were seeing damn near to the end of the first phase, so it's awesome. Couple of things, feel like people are having issues on Panto, so I need to like go ahead and look through some things and show you guys some stuff. So let's go ahead and just like break some things down. Restart the song, or like the song. So yeah, let me make sure the scribble works. Okay. Alright, let's start looking at some stuff. Fine, where we start the night off after we do all the setup and everything. Actually, so let me find host break. So that's when we started doing some different things for towers. Right. Right, so look at it this way. This is group 2 starting at A. Group 1 start here. Go down. Counterclockwise. Group 2 is north clockwise. Tank, melee, ranged, healer prio. So let's take a look at this and see what happens, and see the let's walk through the flexes and things like that. Like I said, what's going on, Anami? Thanks for coming and healing. We had fun with you tonight. We worked really well with this as a white mage. My debuffs are right here. Like I said, if you don't have your debuffs in the middle of the screen or somewhere, you can easily look at it. I recommend it, especially for this first phase. Mine pop up right here, so you'll see. Right. Look at this. Let's see what happens. So looking at that priority, slow it down. Actually, right, so we'll go to 0.5 here. Debuffs get assigned, so go to where it's not so bit ratey. So I see right here that I'm a 1. I have my party list set up where group 1 is up here, so I can quickly identify a flex. I see that there's 2 1s in the group right here, so I know that I'm flexing because I'm tank, so it's priority, so I'm going to group 2 this way for tower. And then towers is 1, 2, 3, 4, so I know I'm going to be the first tower. Elise in our group has a 3. And then flex needs to be me going to the other group, and then one of the 2s, Haas, coming to my group, the group 1 group. So Haas is going to be of the 2 from this side. So again, towers, and then feathers is 3, 4, 1, 2. So like we were talking about when we were doing the entire night, you guys need to stay here until you see these tethers come down onto these 2. It's the easiest way to like ensure that the 3s are like underneath the boss and get this tether first. Grab this on shuffle. Okay, cool. So yeah, stay here, wait till you see the tethers, and then start going out. So see what happens. So Elise and Nanami should be getting it. Elise is the group 1, so looking at the towers, it is right here. So this is also going off of priority, so group 2 north counterclockwise. So the Nanami is going to be taking this side because this is her priority as tether, and Elise is going to be going out this side to the cardinal here as group 1 priority. And then north, you can't see it, but it has to be because these 2 slots are empty. So my tower is up here, I know, since I'm flexing the other group, and then Duke has the south tower. Slowly break it down just to make sure that people don't have any misconceptions, but we seem pretty good on it, so this will probably be the only night I look at this and I do a walkthrough on it. The rest of the time is probably going to be Panto for the rest of the raid nights this week. Alright, so first one went off. See, I lost my debuff and now I have twice come ruin. Next is 4 for tethers, so gonna be Toaster for this group. He's gonna come grab this one. He's gonna stay in the same spot because it's the same priority, same open spot. And then 4 is Eva, so Eva's gonna grab this tether. This is also the same spot, it's the same tower combination. So this, my priority goes to Eva. This priority goes to Toaster. And the twos. Haas is flexing, so Haas is gonna be the south tower. And then Zeal is the north tower for group 1, or group 2. So Toaster grabs it. So again, treat this entire ring, the hitbox ring, as a no-go zone unless you're actively in the middle of taking a tether. And then if you are passing your tether off, just stay where you are after you take your blast. Like, come up to the hitbox and stay where you are so that you have the least amount of distance to travel. Get out of there. And then if you're doing nothing, so like this spot right here is what we were talking about. You can stand here and you should be relatively safe. Here is a little bit more dicey, I guess, but you should also still be fine as long as this person is max melee out here on the cardinal. So the 4s should have their tethers, Eva and Toaster. Eva's ranged so she can go to the wall. If you're melee and you just want to be safe and give them as much room as you can, also go to the wall. Like, I took a lot of downtime tonight, but I'm probably going to stop doing that. Right. So now it is my turn because I was a 3. Or no, I was the 1. So I'm flexing. So this spot opened up. Remember, north clockwise for group 2. So I'm flexing group 2, so I'm going to be in this north spot. And then see this tower here. So the group 1 player, which is... who was there? 3? Looks like Duke, if I remember correctly. Duke should be grabbing that tether and going straight south. Again, same priority for taking the towers, snakes. See here, I just take downtime to give you max comfort and safety, but I don't really need to. And then the last 2s. So Zeal takes this, and Zeal keeps the same spot because it's the same priority, same towers, and then whoever is the 2 from the other group, I forget who it was, I think it's Haas. Haas is going to take that south spot. Based off a priority from 4 counterclockwise for his group that he's flexing to. This looks like a good attempt to look at. Looks like we're going to see Panto. So yeah. Let everybody get past where they need to go. Oh, Eva dies to... what is this? We'll see. Does Eva die too? Just straight up damage? Oh yeah, Eva's a 4. Eva dies to straight up damage. Yeah, we gotta work on a little bit of the healing here and helping out. Like, if you guys need me to toss an acid or help somebody out, just let me know. Right. We should be up in time to like get a decent look at Panto though. Let me see what I do for this Panto. I have a couple of looks where I can show you guys how I handle Panto tonight. So keep him north. Eva's about to get up. Check for flexes. There's 2 3s in group 1, so I need to flex the other group. Haas needs to come to this group because he's the tank, so he needs to come over here. And then Duke flexes because Eva's a 2. And Toaster flexes because he's the melee. So me and Duke are going to the other group. Toaster and Haas are coming to this group. I'm a 3, so unfortunately I can't show you the starting position. I mean, I can show you my run from whenever I'm 3. Do I adjust? I do adjust to the other group. Yeah, here we go. Here. Right there, so you see the pie slices were moving this way. So you come out, you check where the first pie slice disappears and where it comes to, and then you just go and stand right here next to it and start walking with it. Travel along this ring. No, I'm not in the mood for Guilty Gear tonight. There, that works. My other thing is... hang on, why is this? Go away. So 1 should be under it at this point. I was 1 a couple times at this point tonight, so let me look for those in a minute and I'll show you. Most of the night is going to be me looking over Panto and trying to help you guys out. So at this point the 1 should already start out, which none of me looks like they do. He does. And then Just keep walking. So the blast went out, so the 2s should take that. Is their sign to go underneath the boss? Anami actually did this really well. They do the right movement. It says 3s. I'm not sure what happens here. Let me rewind it and see why that thing was there, because that shouldn't be there. Puddle. You see what happens. Yeah, Nanami does this really well. There's that. The blast goes for 2s. So at this point, the blast happens, so the 2 should already be moving. So I think Zeal, or not Zeal, Duke. Yeah, Duke's still here, so he should be like moving down as soon as he sees that blast go out, but he stays there lingers a little bit too long. His puddle goes right there, so it like convolutes it. So as soon as you see that blast, just start moving. I'll show you if I get the chance to, but this one I'm kind of scuffed. Gotta, yeah, and then it like you see, you force me down on mine. See the cone, you walk along the cone. Ideally I wouldn't drop that there, but I didn't really have a choice with how the delayed puddle forced me out. I didn't have anywhere to go. And yeah, we take it too. 2-person stack. That's on me and Duke though, but I don't know how much of that is like the puddles, like forcing everything off. Like people were dodging puddles placed along the hitbox. Let me see if I can find one where I do it really well, or one where I'm a 1. And speed this hack up. So we've already covered Looper, like we should all have a pretty good understanding of that now. If it keeps on being a problem, then I'll do more review on it, but good general overview tonight. This seems to be sufficient since we were like pretty consistently doing it. That one looked like I'm a 1, but I didn't do the right movement. No, I didn't do the right movement. Let me see what happens. Oh wait. This is a bad one to look at. Let me find another one where I was a 1, so that people can understand what I'm talking about with the movement. 4 here. I'll look at the one where I'm a 1, then I'll look and see if there's a good example of me, of like us rotating through it. I know we had a pretty good attempt like towards the end of the night. Find it. Does this go to Panto? No. Find it. I have one a couple times. 4 here. People seem to be kind of confused on the movement for 1 and like what you can do. Was I here? 1. Okay, this is perfect. So let me look at this and slow it down. So check for flexes. There's a tank flex, so I go to the other group, and I'm the 1. So me and Eva should be hugging the cone down here. So watch. You can do this. Do I zoom in the camera? I think I forget to do it, but you can zoom in the camera. You check and see where it goes. Eva steps over to my side, but as soon as I see my puddle drop, I can start moving. So I stepped into the flamethrower. This is not too ideal, but I think I just get confused by Eva stepping in. Let me show you what you can do. So, Eva should have stayed over there. You were fine there. You didn't have to flex. Healer never flexes. So, you stand here, you wait for your first puddle. Yeah, I move because I'm worried about Eva. Actually, this is a bad one to look at. I fucked this one up. Let's see. Find you a good one. I really want to find a good one, POV of me doing the 1 so that you guys can see it and kind of understand. And then I'll show POV of me doing the other numbers too. This is on my 3. Looks good. Let me show you how to do, I guess, I'll come back to this. This is 244. Okay, I'll come back to that. We can look at examples of the other numbers later, but people seem to have a lot of confusion on ones. What is this? I was a 1 here. Yep, I'm a 1. I'll flex to the other group because I'm tank. So this is what I was talking about, by the way. If you zoom in this far, like his hitbox completely disappears and you can see what you're doing. I highly recommend if you're under him to zoom in behind your character like this. It clears up a lot of things so you can see where you're going. So let me go back and slow this down. So it's 248.25. 48.13. Let me show you. Check flexes. There's 2 1s. I have to flex as a tank. Then one of their 4s comes over. It's probably a toaster. So look at, you see, you can zoom in like this and pretty much take out his entire hitbox so you can see what you're doing if you're a 1. Or any number, really. Like, I recommend this for any number, whenever you walk under him. You stand here, you start right here where these 2 cones meet. Like, both the cones are right here and right here, so you come and stand down by the intersection where those cones meet, underneath him. See where they're going. I see that they're rotating the other way, so I would orientate my camera this way. Get the puddle. Go out. Alright, so now your goal, after you drop your puddle, is to walk along this line. But this is gonna disappear because it's rotating, right? You still walk along this line. Don't like try and cut over to where the new thing is. Just pretend this is here and keep walking along this line, even after it disappears and goes to rotates the next in this scenario counterclockwise. Keep walking along the edge of it. Keep walking. Get to the edge. Cut back. 1 puddle. And then you meet up. Easy. You see where the puddle, like I dropped a puddle here, and I dropped a puddle out here at the wall. It was nowhere near the path that you're walking along. So that's what I recommend you guys to do if you want to do the 1 movement. That's probably the easiest and simplest way to do it. Fortunately, some people die on the other side and we start getting deaths because of double beams. It's looking smooth the rest of the way though. I think I get it a couple more times, so... Right. That is the 1 movement, if you guys were confused on it. Panto. What do I get for this Panto? I'm a 3. Hopefully that helps, though. Hopefully that perspective and showing you guys that helps a lot. Panto. I flex as a 3. The 1s should start underneath him. I go out and meet them. I see where it's rotating. It's coming the other way, so we go stand the edge of this. Mitigate. Yeah, the 1 wasn't starting out, so this is here. So this is why you want to be underneath it, because this, like, we get really small space to move here. So the 1 needs to be like straight under it. Good. Glad to help. Keep going, we get lucky, and then Toaster also cuts back, so like, that's why you want to travel along the length of the wall. If you travel along the length of the hitbox, like, let me show you. Rewind back to that again. I think this is partially because of where the 1 was too. Let me see. Yeah, Toaster starts here. So Toaster is the 1, right? Yeah, Toaster's the 1, so Toaster should have been like straight under. So he starts here, he drops that here, and then he like comes out, but then he like comes back on the hitbox, and both of the puddles are in our way, and it just kind of spirals out from there. So that's why you want to disengage and get the downtime. Like that's okay, but then cuts back in. If he came back down here, then his puddle would have been right here, even though it was kind of scuffed already, but at least he could have like redeemed it a little bit by putting it here. But he comes here, the puddle's gonna be like right there in front of us again, which is kind of like the point of not having, or the point of the entire movement is to keep it clear along the edge of the hitbox, so it's just like easy walking. So yeah, you see like we have to like go out now and we're like in risk of potentially hitting a missile depending on where the placement is and stuff like that, so yeah, like it just evolves because we have stuff underneath it. Then same movement after it's your turn, after the last, but that one was kind of scuffed, so let me find a better one. We had some good ones later in the night. I'm glad that the POV of the one plot helped you though. What am I here? Oh, I'm at 3. Let's see. It's a 0.5. I'm glad that the POV is helping you though. Slow this down. I'm at 3 and it looks like I get to do the whole movement, so I'll show you some stuff on this one. Tank flex. Tank flex and tank flex from the other group. And Haas swap spots. Ones go underneath. You find which way it's rotating and go stand along the side where it's coming towards you. Let it chase you. Don't chase it. Blast. 2s go in. As soon as you see that blast. Keep walking. 1 comes and meets the party. 3s, my turn. Come in. Same thing. You walk along where this is, not where it's gonna be. So like, I'm not gonna cut this way after this pie slice disappears. I'm just gonna keep walking along this line, get to the death wall, and then cut back in. And then you see my puddle drops right here. It's not on the line. You guys have enough space to like keep walking along. This puddle's right here at the wall. At this point I just cut back and join you guys and take the next blast with you. I think this is the one. Yeah, I go too far back. So don't go this far back. Like I could have just come right here and cut in and it would have been fine. But for some reason I just wasn't paying attention. I come back here, so I'm gonna get clipped by multiple things and I'm gonna die. So if this is on me, yeah, I'm dead. Yep. Then you guys die to a 2-stack. Yeah. Don't do that. Don't go that far back. I don't know what I was thinking. Hopefully that shows you the movement for the others if you're not on the one. Like, you wait for the blast. As soon as you see the blast, you just immediately cut in. Don't wait. Just start cutting in as soon as you see the animation go off the damage. Got some other good ones tonight, so let's take a look. You see, I'm a 1 again, so you see the 1 movement again. Zoom in the camera, like I said, look at that. Like, his hitbox is completely gone, and I can easily see where I am, which way that the pie slice is rotating. My puddle comes. Keep walking along this one. It disappears, I don't cut in. Keep going to the wall. At the wall, I cut back in. Look at all this room that you guys have. 2 blast goes in. Start walking along the pie slice. 3 goes in. You have all this space as soon as you see the 3. This one's a little weird. We still make it. 4. You guys are dying to the other side, but I don't know why. Next. Toaster cuts back, so again, this, like look at all of this, is why you don't want to do that. You want to walk along the wall. If you walk along the wall, your puddle will be out here and it won't even touch the hitbox. I know you're trying to get uptime, but you can't. Like, you cannot get uptime here. You have to disengage. He is 27%. He would probably be like where he's supposed to be whenever we, if we do this properly, he would probably be where he's supposed to be. I'm assuming with our DPS and the relics. So take a couple more looks. This mechanic is fairly simple. Just the tanks have to be max melee and everybody else has to be inside the hitbox, but no higher than here just to be safe. Or shit. I'll show you it. We see it again later. What is this? What am I? look at this one to give you some more footage and see if I get different numbers to show you guys. And the 1 again. Alright, well, I guess we'll see the 1 again. There are a couple later in the night where I don't get the 1. This is a no flex. So I see it rotating, so I orientate my camera, I zoom in to see underneath him. Super easy. Best thing you can do for yourself is to zoom in your camera so you don't have to look at him. Or you can't, so you can see underneath him. Don't know what happens there. You guys are all dead from something. So I come back. This is where the party should be whenever that movement completes. So hopefully that's enough footage for you guys to see the 1 movement and see what you're doing. After that, it's just like realizing the priority and realizing where you're going using that cheat sheet. I know I get other numbers other than 1, so I'm trying to get you guys footage of that so you can look at. People are dead here. I dig is cool. If I can get you guys to kind of understand the movement, Panto, I feel like we'll probably see phase 2 tomorrow. If we can tighten up on the healing and whatever needs to be fixed. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a no flex and I'm a 4. See what happens. See what lessons we can learn here. No flexing. Check which way it's rotating and go stand on it. Let it chase you. Going this way, so we're already there. Keep going. Blast in goes the 2. I don't know what happens here. That shouldn't be there. We see what Duke does and why that's there. The ideal movement, that should never be there. See if I can see what Duke does and why that puddle appears there. Who's the 1? It's Duke. Duke goes there. He's opposite under. He starts moving out. Oh, he stands and cast. Yeah, just don't worry. Like, I know you're trying to time DPS and like meet the DPS check, but if you don't get out quickly, then it becomes an issue for the party because of where you drop that puddle. So like, I get it, I do, but you gotta take some downtime to make sure that the rest of the party can properly do the mechanic, because that puddle being right there, like, killed Eva, I'm pretty sure. Like, don't stop. Like, I know you're gonna drop your GCD, just keep moving out. 4, so I go down here. I don't zoom in my camera, but I just walk along the thing. Remember, you walk along where it was, not where it's going to be. Come back. To the last one, so I don't get a puddle underneath me. And then tank and Volms on the 4th pulse. So yeah, I think that's just a lot. Like, people are so focused on the DPS check that they're trying to game it and get uptime, and it's just dropping puddles where it's going to complicate things and make it really hard for the party. See what happens in this one. Panto is like the big wall for us right now that we gotta get consistently. I know you don't want to hear, like, take downtime, but we got to. Check for flex. There is a flex, but it's not me. See, it's over here, so I go here. The 1 should start under. Go. Go. 2's, we just got blasted, so the 2 should already be under and moving. That was a little slow though. 3's, like, that's why you don't want to be so slow. After you see the blast, like, I have to like curve all the way around when I could have just come straight in. It's gonna probably complicate things. Let's see. No. Oh, it does. I put a puddle right there because I have to like kind of scoot a little bit. Take a little bit longer to get out. So as soon as you see that blast, start moving. Still make it though. But there's a... Who's the 4? Me? Oh, Duke. Duke's still in there. So this is what happens whenever you take a missile that's not targeted at you. Duke has it. Yeah, you get yeeted. Shoves you into the wall. I got a couple more. The attempts at the end of the night were really good. Started to look fine, so let's look at these. Probably gonna be a longer video than usual, but it's fine. Panto. Slow it down. 4s, I have to flex the other group. And then, like, Toaster flexes to my original group. 1 start under. See where it's going. It's chasing us this way, so we go stay right here, drop our puddles. Eva dies to something. 2s go in. Whoever's 2 here, it is Zeal. Yeah, we got blasted. Zeal should already be moving in this way. Trees. Kind of scuffed at this point. This isn't really a good one to look at. You have something that went wrong. I think Eva got clipped by a flamethrower too. He instantly died to something, and I'm assuming it's flamethrower. Find another Panto. That looks like Looper White. Second. Find it. Yeah, I don't really want to look at Looper anymore. I feel like we get Looper. Which is nice. Hate that mechanic. 1, 2, 3, 4, no flexes. 1 start under. See where it's going, let it chase you, go line up here on the edge of it. Go. 2's in. 2. Police. That 3's come in, walk along. That's more ideal. It's just a continuous movement. You don't stop, you just keep going. You go where the cone currently is, and then when it disappears, you imagine it's still there. Keep walking along it and go to the wall. You properly place your puddles so they don't hit the party on the hitbox. What happens here though? Let me see. I was looking at my movement. Freeze. Duke must die to a puddle. He's dead, but there's nothing else going on right now, so it has to be puddle. And then they get blasted by a 2-person laser. So hopefully this helps with a lot of the movement. That's like the big thing to learn for Panto, like the ideal movement. 1s you start under, you wait for your puddle, and then 2s, 3s, and 4s. As soon as you see the blast, you just go and you keep moving. You don't stop. Let's see if I have any more Panto to look at. I know this phase is like a snooze fest, but you gotta focus up a little bit. So it's 1, I focus, or I flex. I see it's going this way. My puddle drops. I keep on pretending it's there. I go to the death wall, cut back in, and join you. Easy. And then the 2 is still in there. Yeah, you gotta look at your debuffs. The 2. Eva? Or no? Nanami? No, Nanami's a 4. Who's the 2? Zeal. Is that it? Look before just to see. That is, and I'm probably hopefully this is enough for you guys to see the movement and like understand the general. It's like my big goal with this. Before here, let's see how this works. 1 puddle's bad. 2's. That's, yeah, Toaster comes but straight back. 3's. 4's. Remember, you can zoom in here. I do a little stutter step, so that's not ideal. Remember, you gotta keep moving. Yeah. I think anything from before the break was probably not the best to look at, so I will clip this and give it to you guys. If you guys want me to look at anything else in the phase, or if you want me to go back and review Looper, then by all means just shoot me a DM on Discord, let me know, or whatever. And I'll go back and I'll re-record some other stuff that if it helps you out. But hopefully seeing the movement, seeing like what we're actually talking about, instead of just like us verbally just telling you, and trying to describe it with diagrams helps. This has been the only phase that I cleared past whenever this was new, so this is all just old knowledge and things that I already like kind of knew from progging it before. So hopefully that helps, since this is like the actual phase that I have like a lot of experience on and can kind of explain things and show you footage of. Yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. I'll clip this and I'll post it in the top channel, and hopefully you guys look over it and show up tomorrow, and hopefully you see phase 2. Alright, have a good night.